I usually don't make videos like this, but I feel like sharing it because Warframe is entering a new era, and this doesn't feel like the first time that's happened. If you have been playing the game for a long time, you might realize that earlier, like when the Plains of Eidolon dropped, that was a huge thing for Warframe. Everyone was loving it. The marketing team went all out, and it gathered a large crowd, to be honest. And the only drawback that I think developers didn't know how to handle that situation well compared to what it is now. By that, what I mean is, when they got the Plains of Eidolon, the grind was very horrible. Everything had a grind, everything. Like mining, fishing, it's better now, but at that time, it was all grindy. And the new bounty standing system, which is still now available, but there are various things that you can do to ease up that bounty grind by giving some medallions and whatever the other items that you could trade it for. But when it first dropped, it was very bad, and we sadly turned off a lot of new players. It's better now. But what feels different about this one is that after the new wall, the game has upgraded to new level. Like, it's really better than AAA games at this point in some section because of the quest and the story it has. And unlike other games where it's just spoon-fed to you what is what and what is not, Warframe has a sense of mystery to it that it leaves the players to make any kind of assumption or whatever you want to do with that kind of information. It happens with almost every quest. Like currently, the latest one is Jade. Now everyone questions about it, what is what, and all that stuff. But it gives the player something to have some kind of their own, like they can have their own narrative about the story. So that's why after New War, even before New War, it was there, but after New War, we had more visual things to work on. The cinematic quest and all is very welcome, loving it. Now, what makes this very interesting is that we're getting a new model design set. Like, it should be very obvious when the new trailer dropped. You could see they are coming out of a building and towards their bikes. So it's pretty obvious we're getting an open world in a modern design set. Well, of course, it's 1999 target, but you get what I'm trying to say. Now, this is really huge. Like, all of a sudden, Warframe's changed again. Like, no one was expecting this. Like, a year back, no one was expecting this unless they dropped that Whispers in the Wolves thing where we saw Arthur for the first time. Only then we started to see that this could happen. But before that, no one would thought of this. I mean, we had the assumption that but we knew that the setting of the game doesn't make sense to make a certain kind of environment, but all of a sudden we got this, and this is highly welcome. I'm loving this. I can't wait to see what they do with it. My only concern is they did not treat the bikes like they treat the key drive. Like, key drive had their own mods and everything, and you had to grind to level it up to gain mastery. I mean, for those who don't care about mastery and all that stuff, for them it doesn't matter, but for those who does, it's really annoying grind. But that's the only concern I have with this, that do not force such kind of grind in this section of this game, because I'm sure they will target this to bring in more players and make it more new player friendly. I'm hoping that's what they're trying to do. But if that's the vision, I hope they do not bring more grind into it, try to make it as accessible as they can. And I'm really enjoying that they got all 3 frames worked in it. And hopefully in future we get more of this. Can't wait to see our bikes riding on the streets. And if possible, let us do some bike wall riding. I mean, that's impossible, but we can wish, right? I mean, we got flying horse, for fuck's sake. That's just me, man. I'm really excited for this. This new Era of Warframe is really interesting. The story is interesting. That's just me. Let me know what you guys feel about this section. Of course, everyone is crazy for war here. We are so in the last section where they tease the war. I'm hoping the mag and the war are gonna have some kind of race there, because he was saying you're gonna get a head start. So I'm assuming they're gonna race to a certain objective. She on a bike, and Ward is just on a sprint, which makes sense. Really excited for this stuff. Let me know what you guys feel about this. I'm not more into lore and stuff, so I cannot say what's what, but I'm really interested in finding out what's the story here. Now, before moving, if someone is really new to Warframe and has recently just started playing it and wants to experience how different Warframe was, I have another video where I covered or where I compiled all 10 years of Warframe into like a 3-hour long, but you don't have to watch for 3 hours long, just a couple starting session, you can just understand how the game development was. And I just compiled that and upscaled it to 4K. If you enjoy that, do watch that. It will help my channel and hope you enjoy that. Thanks for watching.
There's a new tutorial?
So,
yes.
Well, we hooked up the story trailer from E3 as the tutorial so that people don't start in a white box.
And he's telling me right now how the Lotus has to feel about this.
Yeah.
So what she's doing. She's like, without swearing, what did you say to me just now? What needs to happen?
Well, it says prove your worth, and then we do the timed kill.
Right.
It's not like that anymore. It's war is coming, get out. Then you're going to fight your way through that hall. You remember from the trailer where he sets down the device and opens it? You're going to fight your way through that hall. You're going to go into the cave, and then Vor's going to show up and nuke you. Buddies come in, drop in, and fight him off. Okay. And then you wake up, and that's the solar chart. You pick your Warframe, and then you're out.
Cool.
Okay? And you have to do that, like, in an hour.
Yay, update 9!
Yay, update 9!